Arik was born a bastard in the north. His life was filled with hardship and resentment. At the age of 16, after murdering a man in a moment of rage, he was sent to the Night's Watch as a punishment. But the wall offered him no sanctuary. When his brothers discovered he had greyscale, they shunned him and treated him like a cursed outcast, isolated and embittered. Arik then deserted, breaking an oath and fleeing north beyond the wall. He has taken the name Crow to mock the life he left behind. Arik now survives in the frozen wilderness through raiding and violence, trusting no one. In the cold, desolate land, he turned to the cold gods, ancient deities of ice and death. One night, he saw what he believed to be a sign. A pale, frozen wind seemed to speak to him, and the greyscale began to spread, not as a curse, but as a mark of something greater. Arik now believes he is chosen by the cold gods for a higher purpose, embracing the wilds and the dark power of these ancient deities. He is convinced his destiny is tied to the cold that creeps across the north. Hello everybody, this is Greyzo and welcome to Oathbreaker, a series which we will follow a landless adventurer north of the wall who has defected from the Night's Watch and now values and follows the cold gods. He has grayscale. He has adopted the name Crow based on his Night's Watch past. And just give you a little bit of a look at him. He's a brilliant strategist. I had to give him whole of body just to try keep him alive due to the grayscale side of things. And also, I had to add this as well because I was afraid he's going to die like in the first episode. But we can play into this in terms of the storyline. Because he follows the cold gods, in my mind, he's going to raise an army for the Night King. And in reward for that, the Night King has granted him eternal health. So a couple of other buffs. He has Herbalist. He's a novice physician. A winter soldier for obvious reasons. He is a bastard of the north. He's a gallows bait, so he does anything in his power to make money. Crimes are not something that he thinks twice about. He is a petty criminal. He is disloyal. He's a berserker. He's a deviant. And originally he was sent to the wall for murder. He's athletic. And he has grayscale. So let's have a look at him here. This is Arik. Or Arik. Arik, actually. It's pronounced. This is Arik. Arik Crow. And he is as far north as he possibly could get after defecting from the Night's Watch. So he's up here in the Hale Coast, and that's where our story begins. Hopefully you enjoy the series. If you do, leave a like. Let's jump into this wonderful adventure. We are an adventurer, of course. We have no heir, and we want to go down martial. So we'll take Valor, take the command, lead by example. We get an extra bonus to our advantage. Men-at-Arms toughness, and scheme phase length bonuses as well. Good stuff. Anything we need to do? We have a couple contracts available. We will start off by doing a criminal contract. I think that sounds like a little bit of fun. And any other decisions that might be interesting to take. So we because we're north of the wall, we are part of the struggle. Maybe we'll unite the Wildling clans and become king beyond the wall. Who knows? We can also become a great conqueror. Seems pretty cool. Champion the Northman culture. We are originally from the north, so that kind of makes sense. The Starks are head of that culture currently. The cold gods. This is our religion. The others bring death, winter, and the long night with them. Those who worship these otherworldly beings either welcome the destruction they bring or seek to be spared by these cold gods for as long as possible by offering them sacrifices. So this is kind of the background and the guts of our character. We're going to do a lot of bad things, and in reward we're going to get good health and virtue from the Night King. This is our banner. House Crow. Nothing burns like the cold. And what we're going to do is we're going to set up the followers of the cold gods. So we're going to recruit some people over time. We'll take our time with this. This will be a longer series on the channel. And is there anybody? No spouses available. I don't know whether we need a spouse. I think we might be a little bit of a lone wolf just to start things off. So we have a camp purpose available. And I'm probably going to go down the criminal route. So we can get subdued gear, ransom cages, juicy rumors, and the stick game. That sounds good for me. Let's do that. We can also search for a maester. Let's go ahead and do that as well. The Travels of Arik Crow. Look back on my travels. This is cool. Okay, so we have a little bit of gold, and we're going to start off by doing a little bit of a contract here. We are going to change your banner as well. Small things like this mean, well, they make all the difference. Why? Okay, we can't change red. We probably need to have an established holding before we can do things like that. Let's do the criminal contract. Let's jump into it here. We're going to travel to accept this. Fascinating persons desired. The wise, sagacious, and perceptive chieftain Akahard of the Hale Coast wishes entertainment for a season. Limited lodgings provided if you meet his discerning standards. Sure. Poor gullible little Akahard. He may be chieftain, but he's no smarter than the average backwater tavern drunkard. Merely richer. An open invitation for notables travel. An open invitation for notable travelers to stay with his household for a time is all the opportunity my followers and I need. Before he knows it, the good chieftain's wealth will be in my pocket and will be gone. So we have a minus success chance here. Remember, we're here to earn. Okay. We'll add in. Can we just let's put auto assign agents. Maesterless. How disappointing. Okay, nobody wants to join us. That's kind of okay. These guys, by the way, follow the northern gods, not our cold gods, but we will convert people as we go, and we'll force these guys to fight to start off. So we may fail our contracts, we may have a tough start, but this boy, Arik Crow, has had a tough start to his life. Rejected from the north. He was born just outside of Winterfell. He was sent to the wall. He thought he would have found a family and brothers and brethren atop the cold ice wall above Castle Black, but because of his greyscale, he was shunned and he deserted. So he has taken the vows, but he has turned his back on them, and now he's a criminal. So, let's jump into things. Your desperate tribe laws are no longer valid. Okay, interesting. Should we... It's already constructed. We need cash to build up our first holding. Okay, we need to double our money. We really need this contract. Toadying for profit. Our eventual goal is certainly to rob Akahard of as much wealth as we can trick him into giving us. But until then, he better think of us... Until then, he better think of us, the greater our eventual chances. Sorry, I'm not too sure if that is just me mispronouncing it or if it's spelt incorrectly. We could lose a bit of stress. I think this one here would give us a good success chance, but it's all of our prestige, so we can't do that. This will give us a success chance. More than likely make it worse. I'm going to take this because we want to keep our success the same all around. He wears the Night's Watch cloak just to keep warm and as a sign of his previous past. Temptations of the purse. I appreciate there's long-term money when you trick it from the willing hands and take it from the careless ones. I know that. I understand it. Yet, as I roam Akahard's court, looking at the wealth he is so casually stored, not to mention pearly secured, I can't help but wonder if we just dip a little bit into alternative ways to earn. Okay, so he could lose opinion on me. I don't really care. This guy hates us already because we're a murderer and we have grayscale. So why don't we could come back for 20 gold. Let's steal 20 gold. We return after dark, under the cloak of darkness, under the shadows of night, and we get 20 gold. Beautiful. Dangerous plague. Dangerous plague. Immediately, the great spring sickness. No way, man. Oh, we're in the 209 start. That's right. I never thought of that. Hopefully it doesn't come north of the wall. But the world below us in the south may change. I didn't realize that picking the start date, I think that triggers every time in this start date, so that's okay. The blade of the cold gods. I've seen heathens fight. I know what great viciousness they strike down the faithful. In the name of the cold gods, I will stand against them with the courage he grants me. I become a holy warrior. Let me show you something as well. I think he's zealous. Yeah, so we made him just rude. Arik is blunt with his words, dismissing the feelings of others in favor of saying what he pleases. And he's zealous, so he's kind of committed to this faith. The only thing that he's found a home in is his faith. And in the cold, windswept nights north of the wall is when he kind of sees visions and gets messages from the land beyond. And in our storyline here, we're gonna portray the fact that he's somehow communicating with the Night's King and the Whites. I feel like we shouldn't search for a maester just yet because it's going to take most of our money. But maybe we'll get another court person. Nobody wants to come. Nobody wants to be the maester of a criminal north of the wall. That's very surprising. What is their success chance here? It's going to take a while, but we can get a 68% success chance eventually. Maybe we can keep robbing them until then. We're going to do speed 5 here. We're no longer malnourished. That's good. I think the character looks pretty cool. Like, he's kind of half dead. One side of him is, anyway. Half of his face is. Of those I've chosen to involve in this little contract, Brawler, this is our champion, is probably the absolute most skilled. Still, he's clearly applying himself, determined not to let my efforts go to waste, with aim of improving his skill in matters of diplomacy. Better yourself is costly, but it helps us all in the end. A very slim chance of it happening. Let's do that. We're gonna keep our name. I must have misclicked there. Okay. So in this start, by the way, we have High Chieftain Raymond Redbeard of the Antler River. If you're not familiar with who this guy is, go have a read up. He is an important character north of the wall. I'm hoping he becomes King Beyond the Wall, if not ourselves. A new Lord Commander on the wall. Okay. Suppose we'll get those pop-ups because we are north. And we've got a new martial perk. So we have 70 in prowess. This kid's only 18 years old. And I feel prowess is going to be important. We don't necessarily need dread, men-at-arms, or casus belli. So let's take this. We'll compete in as many tournaments and the likes as possible too. Religious head established. The Drowned God elders have proclaimed the Drowned Man, Sam, to be their head of fate. Ironborn. Okay, I'm not sure why we got that pop-up. It seems that Scar has been working towards other things other than our goal, which Chieftain Ackard. Scar. This is our other captain, the Evil. Okay, that's a good name for a captain that's going to follow us into battle. He uses his time at court to lay the groundwork for tricking a fair sum out of Akahard, something he neglected to tell me before I overheard him boasting about it in one of the camps. Okay, so I'd rather the money myself. So can we do that? Yeah, okay. So we make a little bit of money, and with that, we're going to start to build up our camp. And the first thing that we're going to build up, plus 20 income, pretty good. 0.2 income, should I say? Sorry. I think the barber's tent. Get a little bit of a health boost. And resistant to major plagues, just in case that spring sickness comes north. Temptations of the purse. I appreciate There's long-term more money to be had when you trick it from willing hands and take it from careless ones. And I understand it. Okay, so surely the walls can be easily scaled. Yeah, I'll take that. We're going to just keep on robbing this guy blind. We're hoping that we don't get murdered because we piss everybody off from robbing them. But we're going to do one life with this playthrough. We're not really too pushed on the dynasty and dynasty building. We're going to see if we can just build out Arik. We might get him a good wife to help boost his stats. He may have kids, but we're just focused on Arik. At first I thought the simple footman was a fool stepping into the training field, although Robert, this is Robert here, Robert Peel, he is cold gods. 20 prowess, can he join us? He can join us. We have got our first follower of the Night King. Learning from the best. 2 of my agents seem to have found a common cause in our plan beyond the basic goal. Impressed by his compatriot's skill, with the letters speechcraft and general rhetoric required to confidence trickster. That's like insert name of challenge here. Robert has taken to studying what Brawler does differently. Okay. Increase diplomacy. Stay focused on the goal. I think we want to focus on the goal, right? 20 days faster. Or 500 diplomacy lifestyle experience. That's kind of interesting to take, but I'm going to take this one. An extra hand. You can gain a right hand. Control growth would go up. Or you can gain prestige. I'm going to take the prestige. Because we want to get like legendary and exalted amongst men. Because then we can potentially take over kingdoms and that sort of stuff. The reason why I picked this start, by the way, there's so many options available in this. Holy crap. Let's just look south to the wall here for a second. It is death and chaos. And look, north, where the cold wind blows, where the ice freezes over. Safe. It's a safe haven for those that are willing to fight against the harsh climate and to follow the one true God, the Night King himself. There's going to be some, like, look at the death count. It's like a time lapse. Okay. We can hire Maester. Murder foe. Ooh. This would be a cool one. We could murder someone, but we don't necessarily need to take it just yet. We want to get this to a positive score. Complete our first contract. The darkening horizon. Missive and messages sprawl across my desk. They are all about one particular subject. The panic seeps from the words, forming in turn a rapidly rising pool of dead in my stomach. The sickness starts with chills and fever before... Hang on. I thought we were going to get sick there. I was just like, let me just have a look here to see if we're going to get a bad perk, but we're actually okay. We're good. New martial perk. Lovely. Yeah, we'll take night effectiveness for now. We are, just so you know, like, we are a brilliant strategist. So we are going to fly up the martial tree. The King's Course Divergence. So King's Course, which is a new culture just have to popping up. Not something that we really care about. But there's less holdings that are following the northern culture now, which would actually be better for our development over time because there's less people. Of course, those have chosen to involve in this little contract. Scar is probably the most skilled. See, the bad thing I see with this update is some of the event chains are quite repetitive, but we'll kind of read them in and out. If there's anything that's obviously popped up before, we will skip over them. The plan goes well. Extra days of progress. Yeah, let's do this one. I get a weak hook. Let's get a weak hook on one of our captains. It could be useful for us later. He makes a little bit of money as well. He's also... Is he a criminal too? He's also a criminal. Followers, let's just see. Are you also a criminal? He's not a criminal. Brawler is not yet evil. So we want to see if we can evil him up a little bit. Struggle beyond the wall. Why is there a little bunny here? That's kind of brilliant and fascinating at the same time. Surely we can scale the walls, right? Yep. Okay, we actually failed that time. We had a 20% chance of failure and we failed. My diplomacy increases by 2. Or we could get scheme growth 1%. How long will my diplomacy increase by 2? Is that just an overall? I could also... I'm going to take this scheme success chance. We can gain the trait Poet, which will give us diplomacy per level of fame. That's really giving us nothing right now. Journaler, which will give us stress loss and learning. We'll take Journaler. Journaler seems good. So, ultimate goal, right? If we're just zooming out here for a little bit. Unite some Wildling clans. And our main enemy in this series is the wall. Our old brothers who kicked us out just because we were a little bit ill. I know it's kind of highly contagious and all that sort of stuff, but whatever. That's not the story we're going with. They turned their backs on us, so we deserted them, and we will tear down the wall if it means sacrifice, bloodshed, and extreme cunning. Okay, we're starting to make money, which is beautiful. And another martial perk. Never back down. We'll eventually get to 88% here. We don't want to move contracts. Oh, scheme ends. Okay. To the lonesome master Arik, consider yourself warned. You and your ilk have outstayed your welcome here in the Shivering Shore. If you don't take your camp elsewhere, I shall be forced to consider you a fugitive. Oh shit. Okay, we gotta move. We gotta move. Shivering Shore. Shivering Shore. Where is that located? Okay, it's this kingdom. I thought this was the Ice Lakes, but we gotta move. We gotta move our camp, folks. We have been booted out of our home. Let's move. Let's get out of here. And let's head to Verkreich, which is just outside the 10. 10 chances of danger. Caravan Master, point you. We want... What is the danger here? Frozen Flats. What's good for Frozen Flats? Hills, mountain danger. Is there anything for north of the wall? Doesn't really do much. Okay, maybe we don't go there. Let's plan our next move a little bit, maybe south. So this is the Shivering Shore. So why don't we go just here? This is less chance of danger. Is it outside of this guy's domain? Okay, the whole thing is the Ice Lakes. The Shivering Shore is still here. So we could go to Ghost Lakes. That's where we could go. That seems a little bit easier. So let's move to the Ghost Lakes, which is... Let's go here. 6 chances of danger. County control. So we could get some mercenary guards. Doesn't really help us that much. I think I'm going to save my money. See if anything will help us. High danger. County control safety. Oh, we're gonna scout for talent, and we will reduce. Yeah, we're gonna take at least one less chance of danger. We could probably as well customize the route a little bit here, but this seems to be the best and easiest way. Another option. Like we're going down and around. Another option is just to go south. What happens if we go here? Let's just see. Let's just test this out a little bit. What happens if we go here? 6 chances of danger. Mercenary guards. Less chances of danger. Okay, good. So we're gonna go down here. And we want wilderness kit. No. Probably want cultural bastard. No. Let's go for talent. We have no choice. We've outstayed our welcome. We may take some casualties along the way, but we got to move our camp. Apparently they don't take kindly to criminals. Look! We have a nice horse and cart. I thought it was a sleigh initially, but that's kind of nice. Okay, 0 chances of danger that was. We are gonna probably visit the town. Visit the tribal holding. Let's go to the tavern here. And we'll listen to a story. This is a good way to increase your stats. So we can gain piety. I don't have eccentric. We can get... Oh, really? Increase our stewardship by 1. That's good. Anybody here for recruitment? We don't have the money for that. Thinking of something else. I want to see if there's any contracts, and we are looking for criminal contracts. That's all we're looking for. Okay, there's one right beside us here. An intrigue scheme. Is this the same dude? Or are they all just called Akar up here? I think it might be the same dude. Abduct Jonah. Okay. Well, we're really poor at intrigue, so this is probably not going to be the best thing for us to do. Is there a chance of success? 42% secrecy. Let's see if we can abduct this guy. Search for Macer. No thanks. We're gonna keep all of our coin. What we could do though is start to fill out these positions. That has boosted our stats a little bit too. Stooge. No, we don't want to do that. Sworn Shield. Get that guy in there. What does Stooge do? Okay. Step in and protect the soldier. Incognito. Tonight I've stripped myself of every symbol signifying my rank to walk anonymously among the soldiers. It is a quiet evening when the argument breaks out. The word reaches me loud and clear. An infantryman is trying to convince his commander, my captain, Scar, of his advantages and an alternative strategy. Scar will have none of it. As I approach, the infuriated man raises his fist. The training has served me well. A few moments later, I have Scar in a firm arm lock. Let this be a lesson, I state loudly, for everyone to hear. Your High Lordship does not look kindly on the close-minded fools, no matter their rank. The soldier beams with gratitude. Thank you, my lord. You will never know a more faithful servant than Hullen Loom. Cold Gods, Northman. Oh my god, you got to take him. He joins our company, right? Hopefully. He is going to join my camp. Okay, so I could adopt his strategy and get martial experience. Or I can guarantee myself an unlock. I'll take the unlock. Our camp has grown bigger. I like it. We've got Household Guard, which is not really too useful for us right now. At this stage, I'm going to take Natural Dread. Just to open up this path. The Household Guard won't be useful to us because we don't have... We can't even fill our knights out right now. So we'll continue. Prowess Challenge. Good citizens of Cold Heart. Okay, we'll take this one next. Unyielding Defender. No, I think I'd rather have Logistician. We can move quickly in provinces affected by winter. Doesn't that sound good for the protege of the Night's King? Potentially even the Night's King himself. Let's see how the story plays out. There could be some cool lore that later on he becomes the Night King. Out of those I've chosen to involve in the contract, Robert is probably the most skilled, as you probably heard me say this twice already in this playthrough. So the plan goes well. Yeah, plan goes well. 50-50 chance here. Focus on the goal. Or regain intrigue experience. No, stay focused on the goal, man. Force them to work together. Scheme success chance goes down. Rivals left alone. Yeah, we'll leave them alone. Finishing a siege awards 20 times the holding's loot value as provisions. Doubles the effect of siege replenishment. I'm going to grab Bellum Justum here just so we have all three trees open. Tree is a small forest, jokes. Let's go. We failed that contract, didn't we? Let's just do the prowess one. Jesus, I got to keep an eye on when we can actually do these. We'll travel for the contract. All of our money is spent. We got to do this, man. We got to be able to do this one. Let me know if there's something that I'm not doing specifically. Ooh, hello. Hello, 50 gold. He's wandering. Yeah, that's... Yeah. Thought we could get 50 gold there. Is that 35%? 67. 83. Okay, we got gold there. We intimidated someone for a little bit of gold. And I think we're at the highest success chance here in the contract. We'll intimidate this person as well. 100 gold. And we'll execute the scheme. Seize the moment. 109 gold. We're richer than we've ever been in our lives. Fantastic. You can hold a grudge against me all you want, my darling. Let's upgrade our camp. How much is it for the pavilion upgrade? 200. Travel safety goes up. Let's take that instead of just the regular one that's pointing us to. And there is a murder contract. And I'm curious. I can't take it. Let's see if we can murder someone. An extra hand. He will serve me well. Perfect. Okay, we're going to murder someone. I don't know whether I need this. Agent joined the scheme. 35% chance of being secret. 80% chance of being successful. Contract's gone. End of my scheme. Oh, Jesus, we got caught again. I've outstayed my welcome in the clear ice lakes. No! We gotta move again. Okay, where's the clear ice lakes? Jesus. Here. Okay, well, we'll just move to Forest End. All I have to do is pack up my tent. Just remember that. All I gotta do is just move this ever so slightly to the south. Right? That's where we want to go. Move camp here. Start moving our camp. Oh, shit. Shit. We didn't move in time. I had it on speed 5. Can we get out? Ransom myself for a hook and gold. Oh my god, don't kill me. Don't kill me, episode 1. Don't do it. Escape from the prison. Oh, thank god. We are a true criminal. Slippery snake. Okay, we now moved our camp, right? We're back in the camp. Good. Good. So, that is where we're going to leave it for episode 1. Because we slipped up on a few schemes. We had to move our camp twice. Because people are really trying to figure out that we're not the best person to have around. By the way, with this trait, he's going to kind of probably not age automatically. So what I'll do is I'll see if we can change his age just so he grows up a little bit, because he still kind of looks really young even though he's 27. But let me know what you thought of episode 1. I'm very eager to see what you think this particular deserter, Oathbreaker of the Night's Watch can turn into. Can he turn into the Night King? Will he spread the cold god's fate if he becomes landed? Let's figure it out. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, do leave a like. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, and as always, enjoy the rest of your day.